YouTube? This is Cryptics, and in this commentary here, I want to talk about the earthquake that just happened on the East Coast. So before I tell you about that, let me explain the gameplay to you. This is a 1v1 game battles match, search and destroy on high rise, mostly using ACR, FMJ. I don't know why I'm using FMJ on it. I think it's because I was pubbing before this, and I forgot to change it because I'm trying to unlock all attachments on the gun. So yeah. So about this earthquake. So I live on the East Coast, and today was my first day of school. And I was in my beginning of my 4th period class. At my school, we have 8 periods, but it's split out 4 periods one day, 4 periods another day. And just all of a sudden, the room just starts shaking. It was shaking for a good 45 seconds to a minute. It was scary. My teacher runs out of the classroom. Like, nobody would expect my teacher. My teacher just runs out, and then she comes back. She's like, "Everybody, get out of the building! Earthquake!" And she just tells us to just run. We just run out of the building. We just go to the soccer fields to wait for their instruction. And our teacher made it scary. I mean, it wasn't bad. I was on the ground floor. Our school buildings has 3 floors, and I was on the ground floor. So I sit near a wall in the class, and I just started hearing a little bit shaking. At first, I thought it was just like a pipe bursting skull. So it was like, eh. But then once it started really, really shaking, I was like, I knew it was an earthquake. I did not like how it was an earthquake. Because where I live, I never would have thought in a million years an earthquake would have ever happened where I live. I mean, really, an earthquake. Especially an earthquake that would go all the way from North Carolina up to Canada. Like, and the earthquake wasn't even that big on the Richter scale. It was only a 5.9. So, it was pretty scary. Now, so about this earthquake. So we get back to class. The school staff declares that it's safe to go back into the building. So we go back in the building. When we get back in the classroom, some girl starts having an anxiety attack. Like, she starts shaking everything, and she was really freaked out from that earthquake. I guess going back into the classroom was a little bit too much for her. She couldn't take it. You know, some people in the class even thought it was like a terrorist attack. They thought it was like a bombing, and then some people really did get scared. I mean, the anniversary of 9/11's coming up, so it was a big thing. I mean, the news is all talking about it. I mean, I try to text some friends about it, and I just couldn't. I mean, I tried to call people. That wasn't happening. Like, everybody had their the cell phone coverage was just terrible at the time. Like, it was just overloaded. It was just like the 9/11. 9/11, nobody could call each other. Like, it's so hard. Like, the service was overloaded. Some of the companies would have thought they would have gotten that many people calling at once and just overload the system. I mean, I couldn't call my mom after school to try to pick me up to where she was going to pick me up after school. I couldn't. I just walked around the school looking for a car. Luckily, I did find it. So, it was pretty scary. It's not that scary. I mean, my teacher's reaction kind of made it scary. I just hope if that ever happens again, I'm not in the same class, because I really don't want her to be the one I'm in the classroom with. Because I sort of want to live. I mean, she did run out of the classroom, but at least she came back to the classroom. She didn't just leave us and fend for herself. Escape bullets on my own. So, it was all in all a good first day of school. I mean, first day of school, first day back, and you get an earthquake. And I think that's a sign telling my principal he started school too early this year. See, I don't go to public school, I go to a private school, so we start on a whole different schedule. Since it's like a Catholic private school, we don't have like all the Jewish holidays that normal county public school would have where I live. So we get off at like so we have a different schedule. Like we get longer for Christmas in public school, so we start a week early before, and I think that's when there is don't start a week early. Yeah, you're gonna have really bad earthquake next time that happens. So all the freshmen in our school were scared. See, I'm a sophomore, so I'm not at the bottom of the totem pole in high school. But all the freshmen got scared. They were really afraid of their first day of school. And they get to experience an earthquake. Let alone, all the freshmen are just so small. They're so tiny. And my school is really good at football, so I don't know if my school wanted small football players or something. And if you don't think my school's good at football, check out this Friday night on ESPN. My school was going to be on ESPN. We're playing some team from Florida, like Manatee or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, going to that game. Let's go GC. Hitting that up. Going to be on ESPN. Actually, no, not this Friday. I mean Friday, September 2nd. Be on ESPN. I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock. So yeah, check us out. Cheer for me. Cheer for my school, GC, Cook Council. Be rocking that bride right there. Being on ESPN. You know where the football team's going to be. It's because our football team's so good. Won the WCAC championship. See, we can't go for the national championship because we're a private school. It sucks. If we were public school, we'd be just owning number one in the country. This kid didn't bite. Faked the bomb defeats like 4 times. And this guy he made me mad.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Very mad.
Destroy the
I
objective.
don't like that. So sure won this 4-0. Turns out I'm winning 3-1. I hated this kid break glass so much. Oh, if you guys haven't noticed, I actually got sound on my recordings now. I finally learned that you could use multi-out and thing. So yeah, whatever. So you guys like this video, could you guys please like the video? Just take a couple seconds, and I really appreciate it. If you search this video up and you're new, please hit that subscribe button. I'll send you a giant cookie if you tell me that you subscribe. I'm 1 subscriber away from 50, so if you guys could please do that. Love that so much. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna go play Minecraft.